Donald Trump is losing a lot of support, measurable support from groups that you might not expect, and certainly groups that he's going to need to be on his side if he wants the midterms to be anything other than a disaster. And when I go to polls here, it's not like one poll has been bad for Trump. It's pretty broad. YouGov polling shows that at the start of September, 75% of Trump voters said the country was headed in the right direction, while just 70% believed it was on the wrong track. But by the end of that month, the numbers had shifted to 70% and 22%, a net negative swing of 10 points. Now, that may not seem strong. That's 1 month, and it's Trump voters. This is not just like random people who are tuning in or whatever. He lost 10% in a month. The latest Gallup poll showed a fall in optimism about the direction of the country among Republicans too, dropping from 76% in August to 68% in September. That's an 8-point drop among Republicans in 1 month. AP-NORC, the share of Republicans saying the US is headed in the wrong direction, has surged from 29% in June to 51% in September. That's the majority of Republicans saying the country is headed in the wrong direction. Among Republicans under 45, that number leaped by 30 points to 61%. It more than doubled in just a couple of months. Young Republicans. And so, like, it's easy to see, like, is Trump's approval going down among Republicans? Not really, like a couple points. That's always one of the most pessimistic, like, it makes me feel pessimistic to see that because it makes it seem like there's nothing he can do that really changes things. But that's a very specific and personal evaluation of Donald Trump. He's their cult leader. It's gonna be very hard for them to be like, he sucks. But if you hide it a little bit, if you say, how's America doing? Which we know what that means. The majority say it's headed in the wrong direction. Young conservatives are like done. It's a healthy majority saying we're moving in the wrong direction. And overall, his problems with the young Americans are getting pretty hard to ignore. I think it's a bigger story than the media is really acknowledging. They've done some interviews with young Trump supporters about why they've grown disaffected with him. This one 22-year-old Republican from Nevada said he now regrets his vote, saying, I believe my trust in the administration has completely nosedived because of how he's mishandling things. He specifically cited Trump's handling of immigration and foreign affairs. Elizabeth is a 25-year-old Trump voter from Arizona, an independent who voted for Trump, said the tariffs have been a little counterintuitive. Her husband has been affected by the rise in cost of car parts. Let's see, you have Richard B said, I feel like the transparency as well is an issue, not just with tariffs, but also feeling like he switched positions when talking about the Epstein files, from saying it's a huge deal to saying, oh, it's not really a big deal. And then you have people like Mustafa, 20-year-old from Georgia, said he now feels Trump is acting as a dictator. And so there's a lot of different issues. But I think there was like this thing where in the last election, we're like, oh, maybe the Dems have lost young voters, and they didn't like lose the majority or whatever, but it was closer than it normally is. And so then the question is this a thing of 2024 or is this a thing? And I don't know, the fact that they have turned away from Trump this fast implies to me that they were feeling desperate. They were willing to roll the dice on a madman, on a lunatic, a dude with dementia. And now they're realizing like 6 months later, like, oh, well, we gave that a try and that's not really working for us either. And so I think there is an opportunity if the Democrats actually try to appeal to these people, because clearly there is a need that is not being met. And I think to find out what that need is, you only need to talk to them. But Maz, I've thrown a lot out there. What do you make of it?
You're absolutely right. I think the Democrats got to take advantage of this moment and put forward the people, like you said, the Jasmine Crockett's, the AOCs, the Chris Murphys, these people who can talk to these young people and express to them what the Democrats stand for. And the Democrats need to stand for something like they are trying with this shutdown. You know, they got to always remember, Trump always chickens out, taco. So stick with it. Stick with it. Make him chicken out. Show that you are caring for the people. I mean, from day one, he was supposed to reduce the egg prices. That didn't happen. Like this other person in the opinion poll said, the Epstein file used to be the most important thing. And now, oh, don't worry about it. Look the other way. I mean, it's on and on and on. And the fact that these people even voted for this guy in the first place always blows my mind. I mean, this guy led an insurrection to overthrow democracy in America. And yet, for some reason, they came around and they believed every single lie that he put out during the election, including I'm going to end all the wars day one. I'm going to lower the prices. I'm going to, get rid of all the immigrants and all the criminals. I'm going to get rid of all the violent criminals. Meanwhile, everybody that they're arresting is someone at work, like, cutting, doing their, cutting the trees or something, or working somewhere in a restaurant, in a cook in a kitchen. They're coming after innocent, good people that have been working here. And rather than giving them a road to citizenship or a road to staying here legally, they're detaining these people because Stephen Miller set a quota of 3,000 deportees a day.
Yeah.
So there's many, many things to criticize these folks on, but more importantly, the Democrats got to wake up and put the right people in front of the camera and let these people explain to these young folks why they need to come to the Democratic side.
Yeah, and they've got some people. Mamdani's doing a great job. Graham Plattner's doing a great job. And I agree that they're very much, you would think, undercutting their argument that they're just getting rid of like criminals and people who are just like sucking off the government, when it's like, it's a Hyundai plant and it's like 300 people trying to assemble cars. And you're like, no, you don't get to assemble cars for America. We're going to deport you. Or, a chicken processing plant. These people are just working jobs that you would never, Stephen Miller would not work 1 second in any of these jobs.